I was a medical student, so my friends took initiation, and I asked them what you are doing. Then they told me we close our eyes and we sit and do meditation. Then I thought, oh, this is not at all good. It will make one lazy. So then I thought I never learned. They teach me in the name of meditation and they make sannyasi, means monks. So they just create monks. So I don't want to learn meditation or anything. Then, but all my students, my friends, they all got learned meditation and I was left alone. Then I went to Acharya and asked one thing. Because as a doctor, I am working in hospitals and this. So there is one disease called mental disease, the psychic diseases. So what is the treatment for this? We don't have in the medical science. So I asked the people to do black magic or this, how to get rid of it. Then the Dada said that ours is a Vidya Tantra, means it is moving towards perfection, towards infinity. So if one learns this meditation, then one will not get influenced by any black magic or any black forces or anything. Then I thought, it's better to learn meditation to protect oneself. So with this thought, I learned meditation, initiation. I was ready for initiation. Then I sat and learned meditation. And on the very first day, first time I was sitting, and I realized what Brahma is, what Supreme is. Then I felt, wow, I was searching all of my life, where is Brahma, where is Supreme, what is this? Now I found it in meditation. I realized on the very first night, first day, I learned this meditation. And then I continued all my life, this meditation. Then this is how I came into Ananda Marga, and I come to Baba.
Which year?
It was in the year 1966.
Tell me about your first meeting with Baba.
Yeah. Then Baba came to Hyderabad. So we were many students, and we were all in a scout uniform. So in that way, we were hundreds of students to receive Baba in the airport. And it was so big gathering. And we received Baba in the airport. From the airport till we were in line, just like the whole airport was full of our Ananda Margis, students and Margis, and it was full of our, And then Baba came from the plane. And then the very first time I saw Baba from the plane, then I realized Baba is the same Shiva, the same Krishna, which we used to hear stories about Shiva and Krishna. And I realized Baba is the same Shiva. I felt by myself, Baba is the same Shiva and the same Krishna for whom I was searching for. So I felt very happy to see Baba. And then Baba came to Hyderabad for a DMC Dharma, somewhere, a big gathering from all over South India, and from many places people came. Then Baba gave darshan. So in the very first darshan, Baba showed that there was when Baba was giving a pravachan, there was one person who stood up from the gathering, and he shouted Baba, Baba, and then he fell down. He became unconscious. Then afterwards, Baba pravachan was over. Afterwards, after about 1-2 hours, then this man, he woke up, and we asked him what you saw. Then he said he saw Baba sitting in the dais, and he saw that Baba, there's a light coming from Baba, going to one to Buddha and another to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. And these two persons, there's a light is emerging in Baba, and then he felt. He said that he saw Baba full of light, so many suns light, and then he couldn't tolerate it, and then he merged into that light, and he fell into samadhi. Means he himself merged with the light. He himself became one with the Supreme. It's a very big realization. He got it, and then and from the dais Baba said, "Oh, let him stay, And after when he gets up, he gives him hot milk, and then Baba told. And that's how. And in Hyderabad, there were 2 days program, and I had my personal contact with Baba also. So, Baba, when I met Baba personally, Baba was sitting in Baba's room, and I went to see Baba, and Baba was so happy that he told me so many things which nobody knows. It's only me, it's only my personal things. But Baba told those things. You were thinking like this, you were thinking like this. And then I felt, oh, Baba is there. And such a lovely affection from Baba. So fatherly affection. I felt so much impressed by Baba's love and affection. And then in that way, it was the first meeting with Baba personally, and I felt very, very happy. And then afterwards, then I felt that Baba is our Supreme Father, our Supreme everything. He's the only our everything. This is what I realized, and I felt by myself. And I fully developed that love and affection for Baba.
Tell us about how Baba saved you at the Godavari River.
Yeah. Then I was doing meditation very sincerely, and I saw several times Baba also. So, but I was sure in one thing, that I will never become a monk. I was determined. As a doctor, I can serve the humanity, and so there is no need to become a monk. So this was my sure, firm determination. But one day, I was swimming in the river Godavari, and in that Godavari, what happened, in the night we had a big feast, it was a marriage party, so we had a big feast, and so I ate a lot of sweets, and my throat was very, very dry, so I didn't drink water before swimming. So what happened, when I was in the middle of the river, in the Godavari is the biggest river, just like river Ganges, next to Ganges is. And so it was a big river. When I was in the middle of the river, then the water went inside through mouth. But they are not going inside because it's a dry inside. So the water is not going inside, and it is not coming out also. So it's stuck in the middle. So when it's stuck in the middle, then what happened? It closed the trachea pipe, means the lungs pipe. So my breath was stopped. I stopped on the river. So when breathing stopped, I cannot speak also even. Everything stopped. And then all were swimming in the front, then I let them go, and I was unable to swim in the river. Then the river water dragged me, and that river flew. And the river, what happens is it goes down, and then it turns around and creates a whirlpools. It creates around whirlpools. So I was stuck in the whirlpool, and then I felt now my life has come to end. So I remembered Baba. I didn't ask for life or anything. I said, Baba, let me remember you in the last moment of my life. So I remembered Baba, and then went into the water, drowned myself in the water. And then then I was in the water for at least 20 minutes. I was inside water, and someone entered into my body, some force entered into my body, and is dragging me out somewhere, taking me out. I think from the whirlpools, it is pulling me out somewhere. And then after 20 minutes, then I saw my feet touching the bottom of the river. When I stood on the between the base of it, then I was in the neck deep of water on the other side of the river. Then I started to breathe in. After 20 minutes, my breath stopped, no breath. But after 20 minutes, I started breathing in, breathing out. Then I felt fuller. Then I decided in the water only, my life is finished, was finished. So now Baba has saved me. So this life I will give for Baba for the mission. Then I determined in the water itself that I will become a monk now. And that's how after coming up, then I am unable to walk even because I had no strength, no breath for 20 minutes. So my friends came from the other side of the river. So they pulled me out of the water. And then in the water itself I decided that this life is saved by Baba. So I will offer this my life for Baba's mission only. And that's how I became a monk of the Ananda Marga.
Right, and tell us about Baba's comments on Ananda Marga already being in 51 planets.
Yeah. So, really, I was thinking that when I became Acharya, then I felt that I am no Acharya. But Baba said, then I met Baba after I became Acharya. Then Baba told me, see, I am the. And Baba told me, my name was Kamal at that time. So he said, Baba told me, oh, you are Kamal, Acharya Kamal. Then I told Baba, then Baba said, you see, you are Acharya Kamal. Then Baba told, I am not even Acharya. And then I felt, oh, Baba. Baba, you are the creator of Acharyas. Then I told Baba, oh, you are the creator of Acharyas. Then Baba said, no, and then Baba told me, then Baba said, I am the first Ananda Margi in the entire universe. That's what Baba told me. I'm the first Ananda Margi in the entire universe. Then I felt, oh, Ananda Marga is everywhere. Ananda Marga is in all over the universe. And this is what I realized. And I heard some stories that actually Ananda Marga's work has been already done in 50 planets. This is the 51st planet in which Baba's work is going on here. So, in other planets, the work is already done. This I realized when we were doing non-stop kirtan in Sweden in one corner. Then I was sitting and doing meditation by the side of in the room. And then my mind went in Sweden, my mind went into some other planet. And in that planet, I saw that planet was not round like our planet, but it is like a flat, like a disc, it's moving like a disc. But there are millions of people on it. But those people are so much elevated that that everybody knows about everybody. Then I realized, how much development they have achieved, because they are all doing meditation. Their goal is the same, everybody's goal is the supreme. So they were so much elevated. Then I realized that. I realized that actually in many planets are there in this universe where Baba's work is already done. And then I realized the story that this is as I heard that in 50 planets the work is going already done and they are all connected to each other. And this is the 51st planet that our work is going on now on this earth. And I'm sure in future, very near, very soon, this earth also is going to become all spiritual and all will get elevated so much that they will get also connected with other planets and other people. And they all will realize that we are all one human society, we are all one family, and all will work together to solve the problems of each other. This is what I realized.
You were also talking about the worst person in the universe.
Yeah. And so one day, when Margi was working with Baba, then he felt I am working with Baba, with the Supreme Parva Purusha. So then I asked I'm working with Baba. Then Baba, he was thinking in mind. Then Baba said, in his mind, he was thinking in his mind, who is the worst person on in this creation? Then Baba immediately told for his thinking question. Now you see, the worst person is not in this earth, in this earth. He is in some other planet. That's what Baba told. He is not here. He is in some other planet. When Baba was in Jamalpur, so Baba was making many demonstrations. Baba used to make many demonstrations. So in one demonstration, Baba said, you can sit and do meditation. No, Baba said, after China will attack India after few days. Baba mentioned this after some time Baba said. And then afterwards, already the time has collapsed, the time has finished. Then they asked Baba, you said China will attack India and the time is over, now they have not attacked. No, it's not over, you take out. I told they will attack after these days. And the next day, there was a news all over the world It was a radio news that China attacked India. Then the Margis, they came to Baba. Baba, what you said, just now we came out of British. Now if China is going to attack us, India, then what will happen to India? And Baba said, no, China will not move further. It will stop. It will not move further. So China has stopped. And nobody understood because British left India. So India was not having a strong military and there was no support of anybody. But it was Baba who controlled, because it's a big mystery why India was not occupied by China. Because there was no force, there was no resistance, there was no army to stop. Because they were coming with big tanks, and India was not having any ammunition also. Because it was in the 1961, so British left already India. But it is Baba's force, Baba himself. And Baba told to the Margis over there, it will not move more than 2-3 days. Then China will stop. So that's how it happened. China. And it's still mystery to the historians, to everybody, why China moved forward and take over India, which is empty, because China took Tibet. And then after Tibet, then the program was to take over India. But they could not move forward more than few kilometers. They came inside in the eastern part of India, Nepal area. Afterwards, they stopped. And then I felt it's Baba who stopped, because Baba said to the Margis that China will attack, and then it attacked. And then afterwards, when they asked Margi, Baba, what will happen? China attacks. Baba said, no, it will not move more further. It will stop. And it has stopped. In Jamalpur, Baba sitting with the Margis was sitting with Baba. And then Baba said, you see, Baba made demonstration. Tomorrow, one Margi Baba asked, you take out your mind from your body and you travel. Then he went and you narrate what you are seeing, you narrate to other people. Then he said, yes, Baba, I am now entering Kremlin. It's a Kremlin house. It's a big closed house in Russia. So I'm entering this Russia and in Moscow, the Kremlin house. And then Baba asked, you narrate what you are seeing. He said, Baba, I am seeing that Stalin was sitting with his generals, commanders, everybody, and with a map of the world. It was on the map of the world, and they already planned everything to attack India and to attack all the countries and take over the whole world and make the whole world communist. So this was a date was fixed, time was fixed when they will attack. They will attack major countries with the different weapons, atomic bombs, and then they will take the whole world and they will make a whole world communist. Then the order was resolved, and the time, date, everything was fixed, and now it's going to become an order now. Then Stalin told, okay, let us have a half an hour break and then we come again. So in that half an hour it will be typed, the time and the date and everything will be typed, and Stalin will sign it, and when it signs, then our Russians are bound to materialize that. So then Stalin went and he sat inside in his room, and then Baba told to this Margi, okay, now you go to Stalin's room and enter into his mind, what he's thinking you tell to others. Then he told to this Margi brother, told to the other, Stalin is thinking, Alexander the Great, he failed to conquer the world. And then he felt about other who everybody failed. Hitler failed. He was thinking about, but Stalin is going to become the world dictator. He's going to become the world conqueror. And that's what he was thinking. Then Baba told to the Margi, you give him punishment. He wants to destroy the whole world. He wants to become a president, head of the whole world. Then he wants to destroy everybody. So you just give punishment to him. Then this Margi didn't know what to do, how to give punishment to him. Then Baba said, okay, you come back. And afterwards, Afterwards, there was a news, after 1 week, there was a news that Stalin died. Actually, Stalin didn't come. Then Baba told, Maris asked, Baba, what happened? Baba said, Stalin could not come out of the room to sign the document because he was thinking to destroy the world. So the nature, the Prakriti, took action on him, and then he is no more alive. So this is how Baba saved the world from big catastrophe. Otherwise there was a nuclear attack everywhere. It would have been a big destruction. Baba saved the world at that time. And no one knows this only because Baba was making demonstrations. Only the Margis knew this. So the story is, so similarly Baba has been saving the world from Russia attack, from China attack, from somebody saving the world from communism. And Baba is the father of all, of whole humanity. So he is the one who is protecting us, and so that we could all move towards perfection.
Tell us about the different attempts to arrest Baba.
Oh, yeah. One time, what happened was, they wanted to, when Baba was staying in Patna, and then just moved from Ranchi. So the government of India, they made a false cases against Baba, that Baba just left Ranchi house. So they put false bombs there. And they said, we found bombs in his house. And like that, they made a false charge against Baba. And they wanted to arrest Baba in Patna. So when they came to Patna to arrest Baba, then Baba was, the police came everywhere and they could not see Baba. First, one time they saw Baba sitting in his room. But later on, when they came again to arrest Baba, then Baba is invisible. He was not present in the room. Then the military and the police who came from Ranchi to Patna, so they were searching where Baba is, and they could not find Baba. Then they told to the headquarters that we are not finding Baba. So they said, no, you search everywhere. They searched for hours. Nowhere Baba is there. Then they gave the order, you just return back to Ranchi. The police came from Ranchi to arrest Baba. So they were returning back. So when they were returning back, they saw again Baba in jail. And Baba is sitting in the room. Then the police gave the order, the headquarters of police, oh, you take Baba and bring to Ranchi. So then they requested Baba, we came to arrest you from Ranchi. Then Baba said, okay. Then Baba sat in the car, and the car started to move from Patna to Ranchi. It's about 6 hours journey. So they started to move, and when they left Patna city and entered into a forest area, then Baba disappeared in the car. And when Baba disappeared in the car, then they again reported, now Baba is no more in our car. He disappeared. Then the police gave order, hey, you search in the forest, he might be running somewhere. So then they were trying to look, but nowhere they could find Baba. Then they told me, okay, you go to the Ranchi and report that Baba escaped from the arrest. So they came to the Ranchi in the mid of night, and when they came to the mid of night, Baba was again in the car. Then when Baba was in the car again, and they told now we found Baba in the car. Then the police gave, headquarters of police, they gave order, you put him in jail in the night. Then the police refused. Police said, we cannot keep him in our custody because he's not in our, whenever he wants, he will disappear. So we don't want to keep him in the police custody, because he will disappear. Then they said, okay, you go to the magistrate court and you give him bail so that he officially is out. Baba is out of arrest. Then they went to the judge, magistrate, and woke him up, and they told the story that Baba is disappearing from the car, from this one, he is not in our. So please give him bail and let him. That's how There was it was a midnight court held. There was a news next day in all newspapers all over India. The midnight court held, and Baba is given bail. So this is a new thing in the human history that a midnight court was held and Baba was given bail. So in the last time when Baba was, of course, it was his last days, and he was and he announced to the Margis, so those who come from different parts of India or for anywhere in the world, doing kirtan when they come, and to those kirtan parties, I will give my personal contact. So many Margis from Bombay, from different cities, they started coming to see Baba, singing kirtan all through the way. So then Baba was giving a personal contact to them who came. So it was very inspiring to the Margis because kirtan. And so I means Baba inspiring that in future, if you do kirtan, then I am with you all. That's all. So in this spirit now also we are also doing non-stop kirtan here in Ananda Nagar. So that Margis will start feeling, and we are seeing here now also that Margis who are coming from different places, even new people who are not even initiated, they are coming here to the kirtan and they are getting initiated and they are realizing Baba so much. So I think in future, the future of humanity is very great and very bright with this kirtan, and with this many are going to become great devotees, and many will be giving Baba's. Many will be realizing Baba through this kirtan, which we are doing here in Ananda Nagar. The best thing for sadhana is that if we do more dhyan, thinking that Baba is seeing me, not that we are seeing Baba. Baba is seeing me. With this ideation, if you do dhyan, and then also do kirtan, keeping the mind at Sahasrara Chakra and do kirtan, and think that Baba is we are calling Baba Nam Keval Baba. So Baba is also calling us Baba. So with this ideation, if we do kirtan, and with this ideation that Baba is seeing me, and with this ideation if we do dhyan, then dhyan will become instantaneous, it will become automatic. Baba is a supreme subject. We are his object. So with this ideation, we should do our everything in the life. So.
After the interview, I kept talking with Dada and recorded on my iPhone some of the conversations about where Prout would first start and some other interesting things. He said Iceland, Finland, Portugal,
Dublin
and also he mentioned Ananda Marga in Australia.
Ananda Marga will be the first place to be brought.
And Australia?
Australia will be Australia will be the first country to take up cooperative economy and all these things.
Take up the cooperatives.
And it is getting ready also, Australia.
Yeah.
Australia.
Where we live is a cooperative centre.
It's always getting ready.
Baba gave special mudra for Taiwan.
First Baba gives Varavaya Mudra.
Yeah.
After Varavaya Mudra, then Baba gives another Mudra like this.
So he has his fingers intertwined and palms facing out.
I think this is to protect Taiwan from China.
So you don't think China's got a chance of...
No, China has no power.
And they have America also to help them. They have America also to help them militarily.
Yeah. It's under protection of Baba.
So Taiwan, you mentioned that Israel economy or something?
Israel has a cooperative economy already there.
All right, the kibbutz. Yeah.
This is going to take a new turn. And from Ananda Marga, we are going to start this cooperative economy also. It's spiritual. I say Ananda Marga is the main base for the spiritual. Right. This kirtan which you are doing is eternity. It is going for forever. Continue.
Right. And did Baba say anything about the role Russia might have? Because there's a lot of Margis coming from Russia now.
Yeah.
Is that just a phase or is it going to...
No, it's a phase only.
Just a phase?
Yeah.
Different sectors at different times were very big and then they become small.
Because this Russia, they are under exploitation. That is because of that. For the first time, they are feeling this freedom.
Yeah.
Russia is under communism, so suppression.
Yes. Like in China also.
Yeah,
There's a lot of interest in sadhana.
and about China, Baba said, the top people will become interested in spiritual things. Entire China population will follow spirituality.
Say that again?
The top people in China, the leaders,
Yes.
they are going to become interested in Marga, in spiritual things, Ananda Marga.
They will be.
And then whole China will follow.
Take up. I'd heard that Baba had said that the Chinese people make very good family margis.
Oh, yeah.
Not whole timers, but family people, family margis, they're very good. Possibly because of their Teo roots.
Yeah. China itself is like a big cooperative already.
Yes.
Only there is some spiritual touch.
Actually, I went to China a few years ago, and there the basic necessities of life are taken care of, generally speaking. It's the mental suppression that is bad. But they removed that, and they've got the material base. There's hardly any poverty. Everyone has food, housing, clothes. Very efficient, modern. But just the government is very oppressive. No intellectual, spiritual freedom.
I heard one story from Ramananda. So one day in the 2 o'clock in the night, Baba gave a bell, a ring.
Rang his bell.
Then Ramananda has to go. Then Baba is calling him. Baba, when he went in, then Baba told, should I keep Australia in this natural calamity or not? Should I include it or not? I was asking, there is going to be a world calamities, pole shift and all. So Baba was asking, that he should include Australia or not? Then Dada told, Baba, they all did a great thing for your release. They were strong. They are doing great work for your release. Yes. Because then that's on this reason, Baba said, no, I will not keep Australia in natural calamity. Australia will be safe.
During the pole shift. That's good to hear.
That's what Baba told.